All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that?
I do me. All day long. There you are, baby. Right on time. You know, they say waitresses don't get big tips. Well, that's about to change.
You wouldn't even know what to do with me.
Oh, honey bunny, I would destroy you in the best possible way. Honey, I'm home.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Underground stream. And since we're still in the month of Halloween, we're still going to have a little bit of horror talk here and there because just that's how we roll. But first off, I want to say a big happy birthday to Chris Fisk, my co-host. How you doing, brother?
Woohoo! Thanks. Yeah. I'm glad it fell on a Friday this year. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, man, don't fall. You'll hurt yourself. You're getting old.
I'm good.
Oh, good, my hip. Don't worry, I hurt my arm.
Fell on my tuchus again.
Holy shit. But yeah, and we got some other cool people here. We got Tina Bojan in the house. How you doing, Tina?
Hello, boys. How's life?
It could always be better, but who's complaining? We're grateful. We're grateful. We're breathing, so we're grateful.
That's good. Same here. Made it to the end of the week. The paycheck should be coming in the bank. I'm ready
Nice.
for tomorrow. Yeah.
Excellent. Yes, paychecks are very necessary. I happen to have had a couple of pre-orders come in, and I wasn't expecting them, and I'm a little bit choked, but it's all right though. You know, I had a little extra came in too as well. But I hate when it happens because it's like this shit I don't want to cancel, and I'm like, oh great, of course they got to come in at the same time. But it's all right. We also have an awesome surprise guest. He normally doesn't show up this early, but we got Liam Gray in the house. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How's everyone doing? How you doing, Long Ratton, man? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. It's always a blast, always a pleasure. And yeah, man. Dude, how's all the projects coming along?
Oh, really good. Yuka's working on a poster right now, and we're just sort of waiting for Nick Bradshaw to finish up the double-page spread we've got at the back of Kakashi before we send it off to print. If anyone wants to know a little bit more about that, you can... Oh, it's a crying baby right as I talk. That's great. Carry on.
Oh, boy. Well, Tina was first in, and she's also here, so that's fantastic. We got Awesome One in the house. How you doing, brother? He says Vinny eats pie, pumpkin pie, right? I think he's being naughty. Papa Cotton's in the house. How you doing, brother? Always glad to have you here.
Hey.
Lion Grattan, what's up, man? And oh, we got Marinus. I knew I forgot to send a link to somebody. 1 second. Oh wait, no, he's still at work. Damn it. All right. Well, if you get home soon, or I don't know, you could always hit us up. Hey, remember, this one's only an hour anyway. It's Friday. King of Squibs is in the house. How you doing, man? Great to see you. Great to see you. But
Death
yeah,
to Squib Nation. Death to Squib Nation.
No, he says hail to the chat as well. So yeah, awesome stuff there. Yeah, today I was gonna break into some Resident Evil remake news, the Village Gold Edition, and House of the Dragon. But I think I want to start with House of the Dragon because I was kind of I was enjoying it a lot up until this last episode, and I didn't get to see it until today. And yeah, I was angered by it. Not gonna lie. It felt like I was watching the last couple of episodes of the original Game of Thrones. It made no damn sense to me. I hate when they do the piss poor writing stuff. It kind of drives me insane. And there was a moment here where things could have been changed instantly, and it just made zero sense on the decision of what they had done. The whole episode was dragged the fuck out as well. Like, for those who are unaware, the king finally kicked the bucket, and in his last words, he thought he was talking to his daughter, Rhaenyra, which you see right here, but it wasn't. It was his wife, and he made a statement that about who should be king next, and apparently, because isn't it her son? Doesn't he have the same name, the newest one that was born?
Yes.
Yeah. So he saw that lineage, that direction going. So it would be his daughter, whoever her next firstborn is, and then down the line, and it would eventually be the youngest son, is what it looked like, or unless she just decided to make that happen. But not to be. Or he was just completely delirious. Maybe it was going to be another namesake later down the road. But he had a vision of this. So
I think he was only mentioning Aegon because of Aegon the Conqueror. Aegon had the dagger engraved with the inscription. So I don't think he was referring to Alicent's son Aegon or even Rhaenyra's son Aegon. I think
You're
he's talking
right.
about Aegon the First.
That
Yep.
makes sense too. Yeah, that's for sure. Because again, when you're on the deathbed like that and you're all delirious and you're gone.
Mhm.
Yeah, he mixed everything up anyway. So yeah, and she thought it was her son, and she decides to name him king. And it's this whole thing of trying to find him. And they thought he was in the brothels, and then you find out some other shit, and it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead, go for it.
This went me from teetering on between Team Green and Team Black to going full black. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly like, because I could see Alicent being somewhat of a sympathetic character, because I agree with a lot of the decisions she's made, even though they make her like, oh, unhinged or whatever. No, she didn't want to be in that position. She was manipulated into that position, and she, by all means, she's been a faithful wife. I mean, like you can't. Like you can't fault her on. You can fault her on a lot of other things, but her loyalty to her husband, I mean, she even she kept around, did everything that was asked of her, and I feel bad because the decisions that she's making now, I feel like she was subtly manipulated into those as well from her asshole dad. And yeah, she was probably the only character I was rooting for on Team Green other than Aemond. When he became the rider of the biggest dragon, Vhagar, I was like, cool. Yeah, that guy's got balls of steel. He's got my respect. He's like Daemon 2.0. But yeah, after this episode, after all that bullshit we saw with that loser son getting, they're going through Flea Bottom looking for him, and then dealing with the White Worm and stuff. I'm like, this guy's a loser. Like the whole Green side is just a bunch of ambitious politicians, and as much as Team Black has its own faults, which it has quite a few of them, sorry, but they're in the right here.
Yeah, 100%. Because it was silly what they did, and this whole stuff too with the White Worm, like it just made no sense either. I get she has her spies and shit, but how fast that it spread, and then they captured the sunlight.
No, dude, I was confused about the White Worm. What happened?
They burned.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Did they burn her to death? Is she gone?
Yeah, that was it.
I don't think she's gone, because she's got shit to do at the end of this season, if not beginning of next season. She's a big part of a story.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Exactly.
Okay.
And my major problem with how they've portrayed Alicent is she was not the innocent, manipulated person. Sure, when she was reading stories to old Jaehaerys, or when she was being nice to Viserys, sure, his dad or her dad was using her to keep close to the throne. But she was not a victim at all. She did not in the books, of course, she did not mishear what Viserys was saying. In the book, she was, my kid's going to be king. I don't give a crap what Viserys wanted. He's dead. We control the situation. And Viserys laid for 7 days in his room being chewed up by rats while they tried to figure out how the hell they were going to usurp the throne.
Well, in the book, he also didn't have leprosy. He was just a fat bastard who died of a heart attack, right?
I believe that was my understanding. Yeah, he had
Yeah,
some sickness, and there was rumors that the High Towers were poisoning him through the Maesters,
Mhm.
but nothing was ever like proven. But those were kind of the whispers you would hear from
Yeah.
Mushroom and the other people. Is that
Yeah, and
they were doing
you
something
saw
to
it.
incapacitate the king.
Yeah, and you saw it throughout the other episodes too. What they were doing, you could see that
Yeah.
they were giving a
Well-
little too much of milk of the poppy.
Well-
But so hold on, wait. I just want to ask real quick too. So far, there's been one book in this storyline.
Fire and Blood.
Okay, and was it completed, or is there going to be more?
There was rumored there's just going to be another a second edition to Fire and Blood, like a part 2, but we haven't heard anything about it at all.
And so far, what they have here is they're definitely going to be doing 2 seasons, but they don't know if it's going to be more than that.
Right. I think George R. R. Martin said in one of his last Nada blogs that the show should be 4 seasons long, but I don't know, is that him wishful thinking the show is 4 seasons long, or does he really have an agreement with HBO that that's the timeline?
All right. So because I haven't read that book. I read the majority of the original series, but not. I didn't get to this one. So, but before he even comes up with a second one, is he still going to be finishing off
the Winds of Winter and the Song of Spring, or no, the Dream of Spring, or whatever.
The Dream of Spring,
Scotty's still like he's gonna do it.
Well, like, but like here's the thing: is like after how terribly HBO ended it, like I just don't care. Like in all honesty, the thing that got me back into this Game of Thrones-ish universe was the free trial. Because it appealed to my Hebrew ideals. No, like the YouTube had a free episode of House of Dragon, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, this is really good, and it compelled me to actually get HBO Max because I want to support things that I like. I don't want to see this going the same route, and I get those dark,
I agree, man.
The feelings,
I know, dude, I know. But hey, you know what? I heard that it was a heart attack that the series had in the books, much like Mario. It's me, Mario Kartitis. Oh no!
I want you to know that my sons keep teasing my husband by using this clip because one of the last times he went to the doctor that he had a little bit of high blood pressure, so they put him on some medication. So they've been, ever since they saw that, like, oh my God, it's dead.
That's brutal. But no, I'm excited for that new Mario movie. Like I saw
it looks great.
Yeah, I saw it in just passing, and I thought, hey, actually, this doesn't look like dog shit. It's something that's kids' entertainment that's not coming out of Disney. Like it's a win.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great. But I had to make that bumper because it was like screaming for it. And that last bit where his hand twitches, like tweet. I was proud of that twitch. But hey, we got another great person here. We got Superfan Adam Shawhan. How you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey.
Not too bad. We're talking a little bit of House of the Dragons, and we're going to be getting into some Resident Evil talk as well. But the game,
nice. Yeah, I wrapped up, and I told everybody to come here as I do every week. And since somebody remembered to hit the enter button this week, thank you, Vinny.
Nice, man. Yes, you're welcome. Last time I forgot, I sent him the link. I'm like, how come Adam didn't pop up? He was just in the chat. I talked to him like, oh shit. It's when you go back to it and you see that it wasn't
still in the.
Yeah, I'm like.
I do that a lot on Twitter.
We also have George out there. Hello, George. Oh, and we got the Doc is in the house. What's up?
Oh no!
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, man? He needs some Brandon. That's right. We have the new bumper. We retired the Walton one, but we do have a good one here. We have the Joe Biden bumper. So get ready for this one, folks. This super chat is brought to you by good old Hans Cock. Enjoy.
You've been waiting for this.
Thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the country,
Danger, alert, I am a scumbag. I am filth. I am your enemy. I would literally not be able to finish my dinner if somebody walked over and talked to me that looked like these two guys. And I'm sorry. They're not just lying anti-American scumbags that want to run us all on the ground because they're little men. They're pieces of crap. They think they're better than everybody. That's what it's about. It's the spirit of evil. Oh. I've tried to do joke photos like this to look disingenuous, and I can make any face I want to. I can't pull it off because the eyes, Chico. It's always in the eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh, hell on earth. He wants to run your life. He wants to control every aspect of your life because he knows he is a cowardly, degenerate sack of anti-human trash.
I'm going to punch him out and I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to be happy.
That was really gay.
We still had a little bit of Walt.
I've been in my little work box, you know. I've been in my little work box, my little dad box. But last I heard, my boy AJ, Mr. Alex Jones, has been sued for $1 billion or something. Do you know anything more about that?
They want to make an example out of him, so no one has, could question anything. It's a whole sham. The whole thing is nonsense. And he's like, yeah, well, he goes, I'm not stopping. He's going to be doubling down, he said. So
is this over the whole? You have to appear in this courtroom, but you also have to appear in this courtroom at the same time.
They tried. They did multiple stuff like that, but they also had the judge was trying to make him say that he's guilty of something, and he refused to. He's like, "Excuse me, I'm here to defend myself, not to throw myself in jail. Thank you."
You mean like what happened to Bannon?
Yeah. Well, that's it. They want to take all these people off the board. Anyone who opposes their narrative. So
I'll tell you what, these lizard people have a pretty good infrastructure set up. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. If this were a video game, like if we were making like a Risk or like a Conquest video game, clearly the player one here, the lizard people have targeted the media first, went into education, infiltrated the government. Yeah, they've got all their pieces up. Yeah, it's pretty well established now.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We have Aria Blackness in the house. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Parrot Head was saying hello earlier as well. We have Lion Ratton, in case if I missed anybody. We have some sex bot workers as well.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, they're gone now. I think they transformed and rolled out, Holy crap. It just sometimes.
Well, that's all right, Vinny, because all the sex bots should know we don't care what you ID as, we're bouncing your ass.
That's right. Doc, how you doing, man? Thank you for the $5.
Yeah, not too bad. I had to make sure I came in and said happy birthday to Chris.
Ooh, thanks.
Yeah, man.
And secondary, when you get to Resident Evil 4, I'm all for that conversation. Haven't watched House of the Dragon, but Resident Evil, I'm there.
Oh, man, yeah. They dropped more footage, and I got to thank Tony for that, too, because he's like, oh, did you happen to see it? And he dropped me the link. I was like, holy shit. We got some good stuff happening there. And, I cannot wait. It's one of those games where I'm like, oh, no, it's only exclusive to PS5. And then they said, nope, we're going to make it for PS4 as well. I'm like, oh, thank God. So
that PS5 is so doomed.
I agree with you.
The Sony console system's doomed. I think they're going to go bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's literally no reason to own one of those things right now.
Yeah, oh, exactly, man. People don't really have money for it anyway. It's just like Ash used to say.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
So that's where they're at right now. Because I'm sorry, Sony, no one's gonna be paying $1,000 for a freaking system.
No. Yeah. Although there are some insane people that are trying to buy too, but hey, whatever.
No, dude, I blame Microsoft.
Yeah,
I blame back in the late 90s, early 2000s when Microsoft rolled out their games for Windows initiatives and their Xbox, their original Xbox. They courted all of the PC game developers to make games on their gated garden console, which was basically a glorified PC that was, closed architecture, meaning that you couldn't just pop in a PC game. Like that was actually something that they originally had talked about way back in the late 90s. Like, oh yeah, the Xbox, yeah, you can play any PC game that you own. You pop it in there. It's all Xbox. Woo,
Yeah.
And nope. It just turned into basically converting all consoles into glorified PCs that are all basically like Apple computers. They're all closed architecture, little gated gardens. And now we're seeing what the outcome of that is, 20 something years later.
Mm-hmm.
These things are garbage. Like as somebody that worked on them, I can tell you right up front, like the worst thing possible is when you get those multi-platform games and shit, and then you get like recurring fees, and they just become glorified software rental terminals.
Oh yeah. Well, when Microsoft started that shit, if you want to play online, you need to get a subscription nonsense.
Yep.
I was like, oh no, that means PlayStation's next, and yeah, shortly after they decided to do that as well.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. But real quick too, Pale Rider, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here as well, man. It drives me nuts with all the shit that they do over there. But before we dive into that, let's just finish off a little bit of what had happened with House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
And she has a similar name. The
Rhaenys?
Her aunt.
Yeah.
Say it again.
The queen. Yeah, Rhaenys.
Yeah, Rhaenys.
The queen that never was.
Yeah. So when her cousin kicked the bucket there, they locked her in her room, and she didn't know what was going on. She kind of assumed, and then she was given a choice by Alicent of if she's gonna side with them or go warn or try to warn her.
Rhaenyra?
Rhaenyra. I was gonna say her niece, but she. Oh wait, no, it's not niece. Sorry, it's cousin. It would be second cousin. God. Anyway, but dude, yeah, I'm like, oh my god, what they did with that stuff. Basically, they tried to escort her out of there. Like someone came and they were gonna try to save her because they know if she was gonna hold her ground, they would have killed her as well because they killed anyone who was not on board with the Hightower's decision to make that kid the king. So they basically, they were taking out anyone who was against that. No, we're going to do it. We're going to take it. So she got mixed into the crowd they were kind of funneling everyone to go witness the new king. So because Alicent wanted to make sure everyone's going to know that her son is the rightful king. Aegon there is going to be the proper king, and enough people are there to witness it, and no one could fight that claim. So she got mixed into that crowd, and she saw some of this, so she exits. And by the time he's done, and they're kind of cheering him, and yeah, he's the new king. Which you see, he's a little piece of shit anyway, who's got really horrible tendencies. There's a lot of stupid shit that happened though in there. That whole thing too with the gimp and the foot fetish scene.
What was that?
Was unnecessary.
You know what that was? That was to make Alicent look furthermore like a victim and being used by all these men, and it's a bunch of bullshit because in the books she was a power to be reckoned with. That's what I thought. Because when you see the writers and the people who were involved, the executive producers and everything, you could see that they're trying to make this claim. Those really bizarre views, we'll say. I don't want to hit the certain things because we'll go down a rabbit hole. But you could see that these females were like, no, we need to put this stuff in there because we need to show this and that. Wrong. If you're going away from the source material, that was the problem in the original series at the end, you morons. Yep. So they did it again, and a creepy scene that made no fucking sense.
It was so out of left field too. I was like, "What the hell is happening?"
Yeah. As soon as her shoes came off, I'm like, "Why are they?" Oh no! And then she takes off her socks, and then you see him like he's licking his chops. I'm like, really?
It was so out of left field because I'm like, okay, just a little of what I kind of try to equate it to like the medieval history that I know from Europe and going, okay, there's no way that a woman in that society would be taking her stockings off in front of a man that she wasn't married to.
Yeah.
So right from the get go, I'm like, okay, I know your feet might be sore, honey, but Jesus, put your shoes back on. What are you doing? And then it just went off the rails.
They'd strip her down and call her a whore and march her through the streets. It's not like we haven't seen that already. You know?
Exactly.
Shame. Isn't the woman who yelled shame? Isn't she somebody that was in another series? She was somebody. Fuck, who was it? We had this conversation somewhere. Never mind. It'll come to me at some point. If not, maybe someone else will pop in who remembers. I think it was an ETEP stream. But anyway, I do have a 99-cent super sticker. But thank you for that. For 99 cents. We'll do a show. We'll do the Nancy Peasant. Yeah, there you go. For 99 cents.
I'm going to shoot one peasant a day until he gives himself up.
Don't you think it's cruel and heartless, even for you, Your Excellency?
What if I just wounded one peasant a day? Ay, you are right. I'm not thinking clearly. This Zorro has me loco.
So there you go for the super sticker. You get some Pelosi who wants to take care of some peasants. The Clown World Reviews in the house. How you doing, man? The term GIMP is not only triggering, but it's offensive. Bring up GIMP.
GIMP sleeping. Well, because we have to go and wake him up.
I'm going to go get that samurai sword. I'll be right back. But yes.
GIMP Lives Matter, GLM. Get your GIMP on.
Crap. So here's the part that made zero sense in this entire moment. So there's the return of Rhaenys, and she's on her dragon, and she busts through the floor. She's killing her dragon's killing a bunch of the people out of there.
They had no choice of being there, by the way.
Huh?
They had no choice of being there either. They were all
They were
rounded up.
Forced in
They
there.
were rounded up. Yeah, they were funneled in there. They were kind of like okay until that happened, and the dragon just like slaughtering a bunch of people. But then you see she's riding it. She's on top, and she's already decked out in her armor too. Which again, I'm sorry, you need multiple people to help put on that armor, and it was not from the little cloak she had on. You could see she wasn't wearing that. But anyway, we'll let that slide.
Fast forward of bullshit that we knew would have taken longer. Yeah.
So she's there, and she's again, Allison. She jumps in front of her son, so he doesn't get bitten or burned by fire. And you can see her. She's ready to say it. She's ready to say Dracarys, and she doesn't. The dragon just roars, and then they fly out. Now, excuse me. You know what this just did. You know what happened, and this would have stopped any war. Shit, even at that moment, she could have said, "Yeah, I'm going to be queen. Fuck it." But that's going too extreme. But we know who was supposed to be queen, and she's on screen right now, and that didn't happen. Instead, what it looks like from the coming attraction, she's going to fly to Dragonstone and let her and Damien find out that, yep, King's dead, and they just made Aegon the king, and it's wrong. So we should go to war. Excuse me, you had the killing blow right there.
Yep. They ate the mom and the son.
Here's my thing. Though.
Writing.
It's starting to show the bubblings of the message. And that's where I'm starting to get a little worried. And by the message, I mean all men are incompetent, stupid, emotionally retarded, intellectually retarded.
And a strong woman could control them.
And the only men who are not any of those are evil.
Yep.
And that's modern writing now. That's feminist writing. And that scene where Rhaenys could have obliterated the entire opposition and said, you know what? I want to be queen, which is totally within her character.
Yeah.
Nope, she doesn't do it. And it makes, in my opinion, and again, I'm not an expert because I haven't read fully into the books yet. I have been reading them, but not fully into Fire and Blood yet. But why would she side with either of those two groups?
Right.
She had Team Black, granted, that's the team I'm on, but Team Black took away her son, her daughter, her husband died fighting. He got mortally wounded fighting in the, but her family has been decimated by this team that she's supposedly now pledging allegiance to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why would you, like you're saying earlier, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I would have preferred Rhaenys to be like, "This, I'm the queen now, bitch." You know, like I was waiting for that.
Mhm.
I was waiting for
Well,
it.
like I said, they could have went either way with it. I mean, and like you said, though, yeah, it doesn't make sense that she sided with either. But in the context of what they were kind of doing here, I can
Yeah, she
kind of
could've,
see her being like, yeah, throne's free. I took out the problem. So
Yeah.
give me a better claim as well. Give me better property. Like, you know, like she could have went that route. But like you said, knowing that character, she would have just taken it herself.
Yeah, and like, okay, so granted, she's made this weird decision to now side with Team Black. Now let's get inside the psychology of that. Okay, I'm now aligned with Team Black, who aren't even aware that they've just been usurped, essentially.
Yeah.
Why would I hold back Dracarys on what I'm perceiving as the opposition?
Yeah.
Like, you could have cleared the entire opposition in one fell Dracarys, and this whole civil war could have been avoided.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why this makes zero sense.
Yeah, there's not a single, like, I don't even hear any excuses. Like, there better be, you know, I feel like a parent who just caught like a guilty kid. Like, you better be some explaining next episode.
Yeah, but how could you explain this even remotely that it's going to make any sense? This is the exact moment of when Jon Snow was supposed to kill the Night King, and he doesn't. His little all right, not even his,
queen.
Yeah, his cousin, because yeah, they're not even fucking brother and sister. Yeah, she does it. The God of Many Faces grants her a special privilege, and she's the one who takes up the Night King. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's the same. It's like Jon Snow going, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be king. I'm going to go live in the really coldest part of Canada with these homeless people. Later, no, sorry. Oh, Bram, you know the three-eyed raven? Yeah, we're going to put the crown on him.
He did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You're just making me feel so good about not starting watching this program.
Yeah,
the disappointment I am avoiding.
Yeah, honestly,
they did it. Yep. They tricked both me and Chris with that free episode.
Yeah, the free episode was so good. Like, it got me into it. Like, Matt Smith definitely won me over. I mean,
I know. Well, that's because the cast is great, you know. And I know, like, midway they changed that, they aged them up, and like this chick, she's doing such a great job. Like, it works. Allison, she's doing the one who's playing her. Olivia Cook, I think her name is. They're doing an amazing job. I love the acting on it, but it's just
Well, that sucks to hear that Allison in the show is a very like different Allison from the book.
Yeah,
you know, because like I think it goes back to the feminist writing, you know, where you can't have an evil woman. She can only, if she's evil, she has to be the victim of a man. Like, you know, and it's like, why can't you just have a good, strong villain that just happens to be a woman? Like, that would be badass, an ambitious mother.
That's it. You got to remove that nonsense.
It's because Martin largely uses traditional sort of villains. So the fact is, and this is pretty, you know, people aren't going to like this very much, but you know, he plays into stereotypes. He plays into historical. What's the word I'm looking for? A sort of historical archetypes, I suppose. So, like, you've got to remember that history, whether it's true or false or whatever, is written by the victors, and ultimately, men have been the law keepers on what's going on. So the stories that we have throughout history are largely of, the women that are villains are villains for reasons that men would think they're villainous, and so those are what George sort of reflects in his work, and it's less about sort of a feminist agenda and more to do with his sort of grander vision for what he's doing. You can, if you want to sort of break away from that a little bit in his work, you can have a look at some of his work in his Thousand Worlds series, which sort of breaks away from the more sort of folkloric, historic writing and delves into more of his science fiction roots.
Well, the argument wasn't so much that I thought that feminism would make her the villain or whatever. It's that, like, in modern feminist writing, you cannot have an infallibly evil woman, you know, and that's why I loved Cersei Lannister so much in even the way that Lena Headey portrayed her. because she was an irredeemably evil villain. And I'm a heel. Like, I love heels. Like, when watching wrestling, I always loved Rowdy Piper. I loved Iron Sheik, you know? And I saw Cersei Lannister as one of the best up until that last season where she just stood there with a glass of wine. She blew up the damn septum. Like, come on.
Yeah, that was
keep in mind that you've got to remember, too, Cersei was a woman who loved her children. She was a mother. And she was willing to go to any lengths. Any lengths to ensure this, you know, the safety and security and the future of her children. And thereby, that's the root of her evil. So it's a very human motivation. It's not just she put on little devil horns and, oh, she's an irredeemable little, you know, devil. Like, she was caught in the game politic and was willing to do anything to ensure the success of her line, you know? She was a very well-written character,
It sounds like Alicent was like that as well, and I was almost hoping that Alicent would be like a Cersei 2.0 in that, you know, she was trying to secure her legacy. And instead, the way she's portrayed in this show is she was actually kind of a victim of the males manipulating her, because there's a scene where they meet with the Council of, what is it, Council of 10 or 7 or whatever the hell it is, the quorum. And she's like, wait a minute. You guys have been planning all this behind my back all along? And then, like, the one maester guy there who's like, hey, look, this is bullshit. You know, I'm not going to stand for this.
Yeah, that's Lord Beesbury.
Yeah, Lord Beesbury, who actually had, like, it shows you in Martin's world that, like, you know, principles get you killed. But, like, like, clearly, like, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, Sir Criston turns into, like, a bully thug. And he's like, shut the fuck, and he just kills him. And it was like, wait, you lost me here now. Like,
they ramped up that character, I think, to he just went from like a 5 to an 11 out of nowhere
at that moment.
Because I understand he is the one, his ex-lover back and all that stuff and all of her little bastards and whatnot, but it felt like it was a little too much as well. I do love
sorry to interrupt about this, but regarding Kristen Cole, did you see Sporking's little short that he created for YouTube? It was comparing the lines when Kristen Cole went with Eamon to the brothel, and they did their little, you know, my brother brought me here when I was 13, blah, blah, blah. And then Kristen Cole's, oh, every woman's name should be spoken in reverence because she's an image of the mother and all that other baloney. And then it cuts back to halfway through the season when he was basically calling Rhaenyra a country girl.
Yeah. Dude, I'll have to check that out and give it a like.
Wow.
Holy crap, man. But I'm not creative 22. What's up, man? Thank you for being here as well. And Clown World did send me a $2.
Oh no.
No. Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna play the one that Chris made.
Oh god.
Here's the John China one.
金钱看齐，墙上写着“秦香莲的32岁了，装个当朝驸马郎的气质王啊，满皇上的会2岁了，装个当朝。”
你好，中国，我叫缇娜。我必须说，现在我有第一个错误，我必须说，现在就是很重要。我爱更尊重中国更中国人，我很抱歉，对我的错误，对不起，我很抱歉，不好意思，再见。
So there's shameless John China. Holy crap.
Well, it couldn't be any better, though, because I did hear it is a certain person's birthday today. Did I not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's also Mr. Jeff Hicks' birthday today. So you guys share a birthday. So
that's cool. Yeah, I let him know. And yesterday was Frankie's. So, yeah.
All right. Team Libra.
That's right. But,
ain't no party like a party over here, yo.
Yeah, it's they're supposed to be balanced and fair. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no, we'll see what they're gonna do in the end with the season finale. But I'm happy there's gonna be a ton of dragons. So I'm only gonna be tuning in for the dragons now because I'm sick of what they've done. It really pissed me off.
Now I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this series yet because I've been waiting for it to be concluded before I watch it. But to bring it back to what we were talking about just a little bit earlier, you said that it's like you guys thought that it was like she was a woman that had been manipulated by these evil men and stuff.
Mhm.
Is it possible that that is the best story given the circumstances? Like, again, I haven't seen it. I'm just throwing this out of here as a genuine question. But is there some sort of greater narrative value rather than agenda? But is there some sort of greater narrative value to the idea that she could be a character that is manipulated by men and used as a cautionary tale or something? Or was it really just a big deconstruction and there's
I think
nothing
it's
valuable?
deconstruction, because they talk to, like, if after the episodes play, they even talk to some of the showrunners and the creators, and one of the showrunners left after they filmed 2 episodes. Like, he helped outline the rest of it, but he left after the second episode that they shot. And the first episode is actually, I believe it was episode 7. Because they wanted to get the feel of the entire season, what it was going to be. And 7 was a great episode. Like, again, there's really tight writing, and the majority of it, it's just what they did in this last episode was very out of character and upsetting.
It just, to me, like, I can understand looking at the bigger picture, trying to see that, it's kind of like with Tolkien's work, like when Philippa Boyan was talking about certain story elements that Tolkien had written that they kind of rewrote for the Hobbit movie or for the Lord of the Ring films, and how it made more sense. And, I could get behind that. But in this particular scenario, it felt like more like they were taking away female agency to make it just another victim of men.
Yeah,
which
is not
Cersei,
okay. I hate
Cersei is no victim. Like, sure, she's been put in situations, but she was such an amazing villain, and up until the last season. But I want to hate a character, and I don't hate these characters. Like, I feel
I know, because they did a great job, and like I said, the rest of it was very tight. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what they do, but it was upsetting. Let's jump to Resident Evil, because again, we don't have a ton of time left. But yes, holy crap, the new footage that they showed for the Resident Evil 4 remake. Holy shit, man, what a beautiful looking game. I want to be able to show clips and stuff, but I
know Capcom,
dude, it sucks, man, how much that they tie your hands on all this stuff. But
considering it's us, free promotion.
I know,
right? You would think. I mean, I don't know. Do you think I get away with a couple seconds here and there, or if it's muted?
As long as we talk over it.
Yeah, but they're adding extra stuff, which I think is cool. So they have the entire feel of what 4 is, but like they're stepping it up. So apparently, like, they are showing the president's daughter, the infection's getting her in a big way. Like, there's extra cool little surprises in there. Ada looks like she might have a little bit more going on in this in 4 than she did in the
turtleneck.
She's wearing some kind of red sweater from what it looked like, instead of the red dress that we were accustomed to. But yeah, they're not. They don't want to show too much, I guess, over here. But holy crap, man! And the mechanics, they stepped up as well. They said the villagers, they are now. They have multiple different ways of attacking you, and the shit that they do is going to be very different, which was pretty damn awesome to see. We
Chainsaw
guy, dude. You could block with your with your knife, apparently.
God, dude, that was the most gruesome death back in the day.
Oh yeah, dude.
There was
the decapitation. Yeah. Oh man. But there was a couple of different ways that they did it. I remember there was the clean decapitation. There's the one that went through, across from the shoulder.
Yeah, it cut off from below his neck all the way one arm.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever played the bonus stuff on that game?
Oh, for 4? Yeah, I played
Chicago typewriter.
There was the one arena where you had 3 of those guys coming at you. That was fun.
Yeah. It was the female one, this one, and was there a shirtless one, I think, if I remember correctly? I don't know, but yeah.
It was a blast.
Oh, dude. I had so much fun with these games. They are making some changes here and there, they said. I don't know what they cut or what they're adding. It looks like is a good thing, because there's always a little bit more story elements, and that I'm always on board for. It's not just, I'm the hero. I'm coming to save the president's daughter. It's a little bit more going on in there. They do have the merchant is back, the Australian merchant.
What are you buying?
Hello, stranger.
What are you selling?
I'll buy your eggs. But yeah, and they have the case. You could upgrade the weapons and all that shit. Like you can make his knife stronger. Like they put all the little extras, which I'm happy that the upgrading is an important feature in this game. And without it, good luck. But and I heard too that they're going to make like the mercenary stuff tougher in this one and in Village Gold. So in Village Gold, you could actually see the main character now. They went third person with it, and this is the reason why I pre-ordered this one, because I want to be able to play this game. I again, the creator said it too. A lot of people get motion sickness, so that's one of the main reasons why they did this, and to kind of show a little bit more of what's going on, because you can't just have like built in for the VR shit.
And of course, Kotaku launches an article attacking white male protagonists, claiming that Ethan Winters and I guess they're doing another remake of Silent Hill 2. They're like James Sunderland, and it's like, I'm so tired of ineffectual blonde white guys as the protagonist. It's like, guys, come on.
These people are ridiculous. Oh, and side note, because Black Adam just dropped in theaters. I have not seen it yet, but they said that the critics are attacking it like crazy, and they said because there's no woke agenda. None. That's why they're upset with this.
I've heard from several people they love this movie, not the critics.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
that gives me hope.
Yeah, I'm hearing that, and obviously, good old Hans Cock dropped it multiple times, but Cavill's back. He's officially back, and The Rock made it crystal clear. They were not going to take no for an answer. So they were going to make this happen come hell or high water. That's why it took 6 years for Black Adam to be made and released, because they were going to do it a couple of years ago. And he kept fighting because he said, no, we need Cavill back. We need him back. So I give that to The Rock. He knows what the fans wanted, the majority of them. Sorry, Scotsman. I know he doesn't like him as Superman, but I think he's a great Superman. So even if this is just a springboard for that, and to have Black Adam in the DC universe properly, it sounds like it's going to be fun regardless. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to say it's going to be a lot like Venom, where critics hated it, but the fans who liked it went to go see it and had fun with it. I think that's what Black Adam is, from what it looks like. So, but
I had no big problems with Venom. I mean, I wasn't I was disappointed that there was no Spider-Man in it, because that was kind of the whole impetus of his design. But it is what it was. It was entertaining,
Yeah, and that's it. That's what these movies should be. And they said Black Adam is action from beginning to end. The beginning's a little bit, the story's a little disjointed. They said something's kind of off, but they said midway to the end is fantastic. So, and plus they said he does like Mortal Kombat style kills in the movie.
Oh shit!
He literally he electrocutes a dude until he becomes dust in his hands.
Raiden wins.
Yeah,
the SNES Raiden fatality.
A couple of people said that Pierce Brosnan, his character is really good, and some people wanted to see just a movie of him doing that. They thought it was.
Really cool. Yeah, Dr. Fate is amazing.
He is.
He's a cursed hero.
Same with Pierce Brosnan. His life story it's got a lot of tragedy in it, but he's a fantastic actor. So I'm happy to see that, and I'm happy to hear that as well, that people really love his character. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, once I see it, I'd like to do a little review on it as well. But I need to make time to figure out when that'll happen.
Well, if it's what you're saying, I mean, the majority of what I know was from playing Injustice. And from the animated movie that they did. There was a little animated movie, that short movie. And this just proves, though, if the movie's done right by The Rock, it proves, though, that some people do use their star power to get something well worth it. Because if we get him and Henry Cavill versus each other, because if that's what he's had in his head, and just watching that movie and playing the games, I say hell yeah, definitely. I want to see it, man. That's what I want to see. So then I say good job, Dwayne Johnson, because you've made some stupid statements in the past, and that's okay too. But at least you did this right, because we don't need any more characters destroyed. I will agree with that.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And and that's the thing too. Fatal J, he did a review. He saw it. He absolutely loved it, and he's the one who said it too, because there's no woke shit in it. So he goes, if you want to support it for that reason alone, go for it. But he said it's action all the way through. I know some of the bigger YouTubers already cried a bit. They did their little bitching, and I don't care about their opinions. But Fatal J is a good dude. He's been on the channel. He's got a cool project as well. Ninja Blast. I know he's working on the sequel too. So and I'll take his opinion over the bloated channels any day of the week, to be honest. But
yeah. So
Access Media
until it comes out on Disney Plus in 6 weeks.
Well, you guys see what's happening now with the Rings of Power, right? Like now that the checks have cleared, I think it was The Guardian started. They're like, yeah, this thing was garbage. Like, this is a terrible show. Like all these big reviewers that were praising it and saying it was this big splendor are all like, yeah, this thing sucks.
See, that's what I mean, man. It's like they took their money, and now when everything's kind of said and done, okay, now we can talk honestly. Get out of here. All these disingenuous fucking clowns. But I gotta agree with I'm Not Creative 22. He goes, Pierce Brosnan, he's awesome.
Yeah,
he's good of his Bond films. I love
GoldenEye.
That was my favorite one out of the ones he did. The rest kind of tanked off after that, but I really love GoldenEye. They captured a lot of good stuff in that movie. But yeah, so
that was one of the better Bond movies. I think everything about that was a great movie, except one thing. The Bond girl, I always had a problem with her forehead being so wide.
Ooh, Christmas.
Denise
Richards.
No, that was a different one. GoldenEye. It was the Russian chick.
Oh yeah. The one that worked in the.
I liked her character, but the forehead was a little wide.
Five head.
See, Adega doesn't like the five heads, even though he's got the big handprint. That's how he measures. He's like, wait a minute. But bring your forehead over here.
Yeah, if your forehead is bigger than this finger spread, you got a problem.
And just for that, you get one, Doc.
Not okay.
But check out this hand. It's a wide beast.
Right?
Just how I got to compare it,
I need it on my shoulder. Come fix my shoulder. Anyway. But yeah, no, it's it's good stuff. But going back real quick to Resident Evil, hell yeah, I cannot wait for this game. They have some of the classic characters are back in it as well. They didn't scrap any of that, which is good. I don't know if they're bringing Salazar back. I know it's the one thing that there were talks here and there that they might have changed. They were going to change the character, but I don't know. They didn't show any footage of him. The Walton size, Napoleon's character. We'll see. Because the one thing is, I don't know. I hope that they keep the maze in there, because the maze was terrifying with the dogs trying to run it all around.
You see the Easter egg that they showed with a certain wolf. So in the original game, there was a wolf caught in a bear trap, and you could actually go and
this one.
He's dead. in the remake, they showed he just walks up to it, and it's a dead wolf in the bear trap.
Aw.
Why you gotta do me like that?
Right? Come on. But but the atmosphere, oh my God. Dude, what they showed in here, some of that footage, because it's not just like the opening of the original game where you just walk into the house and then, right away you encounter. But they kind of recreated the Resident Evil 1 moment when you first see that first zombie chomping down. It's the villager guy who turns around. This is different. You're going through the entire house, and then it looks like you go down into the basement area, and you actually find one of the cops. The ones that stopped to go take the leak, and he's like, "Where are they? What's going on?" And you heard the screaming. Well, one's in here, and the other one's going to be in the main village. We remember where his body was, but this guy you find down there, and you get attacked by one that looks like his neck's like kind of like snapped off, but he's still coming at you. Oh, dude, it's creepy as hell. And then like in the house, you see other stuff that's going on in there, like a little kind of planned out map thing going on. There's more happening. Yeah, this is the inside of the his basement area. So like they got some really creepy stuff going on, and again, they're giving us more. So that's what I wanted out of these games. You know, make it scary. You know, make it. Yeah, oh, here we go. Yeah, he's got like this. There's like a little chart and shit, and a little map on the walls. Like they got some other stuff happening here. So I'm really interested to see what this experience is going to be like. Yeah, man, the last remakes games that they've done, oh my god, holy shit, were they fun. Resident Evil 2 Remake is a masterpiece. If you guys are unaware of that game, yeah,
the mods.
Yeah, dude, holy fuck. Those mods are insane. But no, but the game itself is just so much fun. Hold on, I think I have it in my history. Because I'll skip through it a little bit. We'll do that.
I'm one of those people that when you get a jump scare and then instant death, I laugh my head off. I love games like that.
Oh, well,
nice.
Yeah. What is the remake of the Tomb Raider games? Those were fun.
Oh, those are so brutal.
Oh yeah, those were so violent, so insane.
Did you see Conan O'Brien reacting to some of the deaths?
Yes, that was
crying.
That was glorious. Not gonna lie, that was a lot of fun. He's like, "What kind of sick people would play this game?" And
It's the one where she's in the waterfall. It goes right through her head. She's still alive, like trying to like.
Yeah, like gurgling and shit. He's like, he was like, what monsters would play this game? And then later he's like, oh my god, kill her again. Yeah. Which is fun. But,
is it on Capcom's site?
This is a PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had a whole showcase, but this is Village. This is Village Gold, and yeah, this one comes out next Friday. So we might not have a stream next Friday. No, I've really been dying to play this game, but
nice.
Yeah, dude, it's just this is one of the directors, whatever, who said, sorry about that. What's going to happen with this game and why they did it the way they did, how they added those extra features in there, and I've been wanting to play inside this European castle. There's werewolves in this thing, so much extra stuff that they tacked on. There's a demo right now apparently, so you could play the demo in third person, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I want to see the new stuff with the daughter.
Here's the thing: they added an extra storyline. So when you are done with the game, you could play as Ethan's kid, and to see what had happened with that whole storyline.
Awesome.
Which is cool, and yeah, you go back into that old European mansion thing. So I'm just kind of trying to find some other clips. They are adding extra stuff in this as well, which what was it? There's the RE verse apparently, and it's going to be like an online thing. And I think they said as long as if you have the other games, if you have the other remake games, like you could unlock those characters. And I don't know if it's going to be a little bit like a Fortnite type style thing, but you could play as villains as well. Characters from the remake of 2, the remake of 3, including like the Nemesis characters, like Mr. X. Like I was pretty impressed with the hell they were doing. So, but I think they're still working on that. Harrigan's back as well, so he's. Yeah, dude, they put all the elements that you need in this game. I mean, a couple seconds longer, I guess.
That's a granny.
Yeah, but dude, like what? He's but this is what I'm talking about. They put extra stuff in here. You have a dodge move. You have like you could kind of creep around. I didn't even know that they were putting something like that in there, because there's a part where they show him inside the house and he's kind of like ducking low, and you could move, and then you could get up and run. So like they're making a little bit extra, is going on in here. Oh yeah, we do have that.
There's the boy.
Oh yeah, that's like Friday the 13th Part 2, Jason.
Oh yeah, look at him coming through the door.
Yeah. Come and get you.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, look at it's charging in. It's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Friday the 13th too.
Yeah, dude, that's what I mean. You gotta have fun with this stuff, and I like that it's gonna be they're gonna be going back into the dark with all this stuff too. Like, the night scenes.
Dude, that was my strategy. Always run up to the roofs, get the guys to train you, and then jump off the roof and then go somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, again, especially that opening, because like you just have to last, and I think you got to take out the chainsaw idiot. So and then they ring the bell. So I want to know what they're going to do over here. Is it going to be the same exact stuff? But they did show as well, like when you could run under a little underpass and in the village, and there's like a cow, like you could still shoot the lantern and burn the cow, and like they still have that. They put that in here, which is kind of funny. But oh yeah, here's the creepiness of the inside part. Look at this.
Yeah, that guy's head's yeah. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna try to bite? There's no tendons. Yeah. Oh yeah, that freaked the hell out of me the first time that happened, because I was always trained to do headshots, and then you take off its head, and all of a sudden this giant like tentacle, whatever the hell that was, fires out of it, and then I'm like, it's not dead. It's actually more dangerous now.
Right? Jeez. And you see that too, like you could dodge something or like he deflected. So that came out with a pitchfork and he used his knife and he deflected the attack. So that was pretty cool. And this dude, when he hits him in the neck, you just look at all this blood that gushes out. This is crazy. But yeah, so it's impressive with how they've gone with the technology, the lighting in here, the shade, everything is it's pretty damn epic. So I'm looking forward to this. In a big way. And I want to know too, are they going to keep the Wesker moments, because he's in the shadows throughout this game and he's Ada's working with him. So are they going to keep that in place? And if so, does that mean are they going to do another version of Resident Evil 5?
Playable Wesker.
Oh yeah, the Wesker missions.
Wesker was always so much fun, man. I'm playing in mercenary modes as him. Holy shit, that was fun. With his super powered abilities, and he's like running through the board,
super fast. Like
the fucking the super punch he gives these people. It's crazy.
Falcon punch.
Yeah, Soul Assassin. He goes, Vinny, remember the 5 rules of fighting zombies: dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Yeah, but again, they have now. You could deflect. You could fight back too. He's got like his kicks are still in here. Like so we'll see how much.
He's got that wheel kick.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And so Soul Assassin, see, this is something I've been saying too. How come they haven't done a proper game where like we do get to play as like hung throughout an entire game?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like a toss-away character. It was like a weird, quiet bonus.
Yeah, which, if you remember the original games, they gave him an extra backstory and stuff too when you do clear it. It's like, and they make it look like he is a much more important character. He's, he becomes like the head of this unit that works for Umbrella. Why not have something extended with that character? It'd be great, because I know they gave another company a chance. They did oh shit, what was the name of it, where you play as Umbrella agents? Do you remember the name of it?
I thought for some reason in one of the games he died.
Did he?
Am I mistaken on that? Yeah, it was you unlocked his story, you played the bonus, and he sacrificed himself. I could be getting it wrong, but it seems like he had gotten the virus and fought to solve the whatever his mission was, and then in the end he died.
Yeah, that was always the biggest plot hole, was in the Resident Evils. Like, you get bit by the zombie, you die, you become the zombie. Yet you play the game, and I've played as Leon, I played as Chris, and I've been chewed on quite a bit, and I'm still zombie free.
Time out. That other company. Well, that other company, they had done that where, as you're playing, if you get bit, you do transform. If you don't get the serum. Have you not played this?
What?
I'm trying to remember the name of it. Let me see if I can find it. The
Tina, you need to get a wired headset.
Sorry. I just said my headset is starting to beep, telling me it's running out of battery. So I'm like, sorry, if I disappear.
Nice. Was it the Umbrella Corp? I think that was it. Was that the name?
The Umbrella Chronicles.
It was a different company that Capcom let develop the game, and they were there were like 4, I believe, or was there 5 Umbrella agents, or you could play as like Carlos's team of them. They were like a good version and a bad version, and these characters were fantastic. And basically, it took place throughout the events of Resident Evil 2, and you got to get out of there before they drop the bomb. And you encounter Leon, you encounter Claire, and that's one of the last missions and shit too. Like you have to defeat or try to survive the attack with Leon. Like you encounter them in these different scenarios, and it was pretty damn awesome. They had William Birkin. You encounter a couple of versions of him throughout the game.
Oh damn!
They did it like in levels, so there was like 6 different levels. But if you got bit, like you could turn into a zombie and actually control it and attack your teammates that you're playing with. It was
nice.
It was a co-op game. It was pretty fun for what it was. It was a perfect no, but it did look amazing. I know I have it. I just cannot remember the name of it for the life of me.
God, you remember Left 4 Dead? It's the same plot hole in that though, without this third-party game filling in the literary spackle. You know, the whole thing was you get bit, you turn, and then in that game you get chewed on all the time.
Yeah. They usually have the full list of these effing things, but I can't. Why can't I find it right now? Oh, Operation Raccoon City. That was it. So you I guess you guys have not. You haven't played them.
Nope.
They were pretty sweet, and they had really cool. Like they had different abilities too. You got like this one dude. He's got like a cloaking ability.
Oh Jesus!
The way that his whole outfit is. So yeah, dude, it was awesome. One's like a bombs expert, explosive expert. One like there's like the doctor version. So if you do get down, she has the serums that the antivirus, and she injects you with it.
Oh sweet.
Oh yeah, dude, they were pretty damn cool. Like the characters, they really developed them in a good way, and the game was a lot of fun. I think it was on the PS3. If I remember.
Yeah, if it was on the Xbox 360, it'd be on the PS3 too.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like Birkin looked great. They did a really nice job with this stuff, and they drop you in the street too at the moment when they start. Mr. X gets deployed, and they dropped a bunch of hunters. So you remember how Mr. X got deployed from the helicopter and like the
it's a big canister.
Yeah. Well, they have that, and it lands, and you're like, what the hell's in there? When it cracks open, you think it's him. Instead, it's a hunter that pops out, and there's a bunch of them. They start dropping in the street, and the hunters are all over the place, and but it's action packed. Like you got to shoot like crazy, get to the next section. You do fight Mr. X in the street as well, because they do correct that too, because there are more than one Mr. X's in Resident Evil 2. Because a lot of people they think it's the same one. It's not. There's at least 2 of them that are running around in Raccoon City in the original games. And again, like I love like the concept art that they had for this and some of the promo shit. Yeah, here he is. He picks you up by the head and he could squish you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You also do fight Nemesis in here, which was amazing. I'm like, oh damn, because you got to actually he goes out of whack, and you got to take him down, and then like you put an extra implant in his neck.
Oh,
so it's like these guys have an extra mission, an extra story that connects to the main universe. So technically, like the way that they did this game, it is canon. So. That's what I thought was awesome about it. So yeah, and yeah, Jill Valentine's in it as well.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a couple of cool encounters in this game. So like they did a fantastic job. The cast was diverse, but like naturally diverse. It wasn't just bullshit.
Forced diversity garbage.
Yeah. No, it worked. It definitely worked. And like the good guys side, they were interesting too. They were okay, but not as good as the villains. You want to play as the Umbrella fucking agents. Like this chick was awesome too. She was like the team leader, Lupo. But I believe they made a figure of her as well. Her and I think one of the male characters. But this game was a lot of fun. And even for like PS3 graphics, like there was a lot of great stuff. Like going around the city again. It felt like a little bit like an arcade. It had like that feel to it, because like these zombies, you know, they weren't impossible to take down, but you know, you gotta do it like in a certain way too, because like they could gang up on you pretty easily. Like, a couple of them, man, no big deal, but yeah, it gets pretty brutal. Yeah, and yeah, here's the other team. Like this, the black guy was the doc. This dude was like the main one. I think she was the explosives expert, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no, they did a fantastic job with this game. So if you haven't seen it, I would urge you at least look up some of the clips.
Dude, what sucks is that because these games are all as a service and stuff, like the servers are probably already shut down, and you can't go to like GameStop and buy a used copy of this and fire it up with your buddies.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Like that's what sucks. That's why I like retro games, because it's like I could fire up Parsec and we could go and play like Rampage together, you know, or Altered Beast or something.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I mean, you do have a 4, right?
I have a PS4, yes.
Yeah. So if there is a fucking cool game that we could do co-op on, man, yeah.
But I'm not paying for a subscription.
Ah, okay. Well, then never mind.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing is like, I don't want to pay recurring fees for a damn rental terminal.
Yeah. Which again,
game I own that I bought. Yeah. Platform. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Well, during the lockdown too, they should have made all that stuff free. They should have. They should have given people a break.
Here's why it should be free. And you know, as somebody that worked on this shit, most of these games are peer-to-peer connections, which means they don't even touch like the console manufacturer's servers or in any way. A lot of them are like Nintendo is like really bad at this. Like their Smash Brothers thing is like the shittiest online experience ever. And it's like you're getting charged like a monthly fee or an annual fee to connect to somebody else's Switch, which you could have already done before they lowered down the paywall arm.
Wow.
Yeah, like all these console, like that whole console. Like the only thing that I don't see as a scam is that Xbox Game Pass, where you get like basically every game. Like that's the only one that I don't see as a scam.
Okay.
I think Sony's got the same thing too.
Yeah.
Well, they got that PlayStation Now or whatever, where it like streams from the cloud, and anybody that's tried to play cloud gaming, like unless you're in like Asia or like a really high like fiber optic like connection in one of the coastal cities, that game is going to get pixelated and laggy.
Yeah. Crazy stuff, man.
I'm looking forward to this. I don't want to rent another game for $70 or $60, you know.
Well, I'm sure
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil is one of the few games where I will jump all over. I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot of games that I do play anymore because I just don't have time either. So these have been the ones where, I grew up with these games. So definitely hold a special place, and I cannot wait for it regardless. Now, what they're going to do is the DLC shit and all that crap, collector's edition. I mean, skim through it, like, with the little statue. Like, I'm not going to pull a trigger on that. The game, but yeah, I mean, here's some more of the extra footage that they had in here. But again, it's on mute, so I think we'll be okay.
It'll be fine. Nibble, baby.
What up, Tommy? How you doing, bro?
Hey.
But dude, it's great to see, like, again, the direction that they went in with this, because it looks creepy as hell, and that's what I want out of these games.
Yeah, European horror.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the big dude.
When that first happened,
better.
Right? Dude, Doc, how excited are you for this?
I'm wetting my pants right now. It's just flowing freely.
Right? Dude, it's going to be excellent. But I do like where they're going with this, It's about time. And I wasn't expecting this. I was not. I'm like, okay, they already ported this shit over a couple of times. I'm like, all right, we're good.
Yep, she's got a turtleneck now.
Yeah. Well, I guess she's more tactical. Makes more sense anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that one always like surprised me where she was in like the cocktail dress. Like,
yeah,
it's hot, but why?
Exactly.
Well, as my husband would say, it's not a good apocalypse if all the women are clothed.
Well, and that's what. Did he enjoy City of Venus?
Yes, he did.
There we go. Because yeah, you can't walk to a regular store and just get normal clothes. I mean, but yeah, no, it's gonna be it's one hell of a game for sure. So, and this comes out in March. Yeah, March 24th. So there's some time on this, but in the meantime, Village is gonna be there, and they have extra cool, crazy stuff going on. Oh, might as well play this as well. So they just did like a quick recap at the end. But yeah, so yeah, that's that Village. That's the guy's daughter. So it's an extra add-on story for the DLC, which is pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Expansion pack. And apparently, I guess she wants to get rid of her powers or something. So that's why she goes back there, from what they said. And there's the mercenary section in here where you could play as the villains.
Oh, Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
Hurt me, mommy.
Going to the trampoline.
We're gonna. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take a soundbite of that. An hour and 15 minutes in. Thank you, Chris. No, but I don't know if the mercenaries is going to be third person. That I don't know, because from the clips that they showed, it looks like you're a hand, and I hope that they give you that other option as well. It would only make sense, but we'll see. But yeah, this should be fun regardless. And I like that they did try to keep the character's face in the dark anyway. They said even in here. So like if you could turn the camera around on the character, they said he will kind of turn his face slightly, so you only see like a bit of his profile. So that's interesting. But whatever, I don't care. As long as I'm not seeing just the hand on the screen and I won't get motion sickness, yeah, I'll play this nice. Happily. So that's going to be a good time.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see where it all goes.
After seeing the ending of this, it's very cool that you get to play the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be good stuff.
Oh, they're going to bring back the merchant there too.
Yep. But see, that's the thing too. Yeah, there's some story elements that a little bit of some of my books that they're playing with. And that's the one thing that gets me every time though, because they did it in Resident Evil 5 too. I'm like, oh man, I had that in one of my stories. So I had to tweak some stuff. But yeah, either way, that's going to be awesome. And yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed a little bit of our chat tonight. We'll have some more stuff happening on the Sunday stream. So yeah, apparently, I guess Liam, his internet went down.
No.
Maybe he had a screaming kid. But either way, thank you for being here, Liam. I know there were some links dropped earlier. So yeah, if you haven't gotten Kakashi, Murder Dolls, jump on that. That's a beautiful book. Great stuff going on over there. And Chris, the birthday boy, let us know what's cooking, man.
Well, let's see. Speaking of cooking, there's a smoldering crater where my website was. Still dealing with an ISP, or I'm sorry, a web host to figure out how to get my my databases back. Damn you, SQL. But in the meantime, if you missed out on the crowdfunding of book 1, you can grab book 1 on Amazon. Just type Infinitail in your Amazon marketplace, and it should pop up.
Hell yeah, man.
And yeah, we got previews up for book 2, but I can't show them just yet because the website's dead.
That sucks ass.
Yeah. Damn you. The word to the wise: never allow your WordPress or SQL databases to be on auto update. Yeah.
Shit. But in the meantime, guys, you could grab the first one, like he said. Links are in the description, so jump on this for $7.99. Make Chris's birthday a little bit extra special. Grab a copy. Let them know when you get it. Read it. Let them know how much you loved it, because you're gonna love it. Yeah,
please leave a review. Like anything. I mean, if it sucks, a 1-star. This book is garbage. Okay, fine. But like,
Chris, don't
having no engagement hurts the book more, to be honest. Like, when
there's been no reviews yet.
Right. So yeah, if you did already purchase it from Amazon, any review would be appreciated. So and negative feedback is just as much welcome, because how else can we grow as creators?
Exactly. Yeah. So let the people know. We do have a guinea pig in the house as well. How you doing, Tommy?
How are you?
I tried to make this stream, but I got high. I tried to get here on time, but I got high. I wound up stuck in traffic, and I know why. Because I went to Target, and I got high, and I got high.
You beautiful bastard. That was great. I love that, man. But great to have you here. I mean, I know we're doing closeouts, but at least you're here, and that's what counts, because you're awesome. Yeah.
I always try to be. Oh, I will tell you something that I did pick up while I was at Target.
Yes,
I got something to talk to you
What's
about
your name?
after the stream. But I found this Mr. T Ultimate Edition. It's the WrestleMania one where he's got the Hulkamania outfit and everything.
Oh, the red
I
pants.
found that at Target on clearance too. It was normally like a $33 figure. I wound up getting it for $17.
That is awesome. See, I got Hulk Hogan at that price because it was the same thing, but he was there, but he was full price. I'm like, I'm not paying full price for that. But Hogan I got because I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, childhood hero.
Hulkamaniacs, brother.
But,
let me tell you something.
Exactly. I know they have Macho Man's out too. They have the Madness, the black and white outfit.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Adam told us about that, and then I saw them in stores. But I'm going to wait a little bit too. If I can get them on clearance, I'll get them on clearance. Because I'm not really.
When I seen that Mr. T, I couldn't pass it up, Vinny, because all I heard in my mind was, "I pity the fool that don't buy this on discount."
Yes.
You know it, brother. On discount, yeah, all day long. Give me those discounted figures. I showed Tommy a really cool piece. I'm going to try to get it up tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow for sure. But I teased the people watching last night on the collectible pass, and I'll show you guys afterwards. But holy crap, man! Just
Beautiful,
amazing,
beautiful piece.
Oh hell yeah! The likeness is one of the best ones I've ever seen. But I'm just teasing you guys now. But we do have the doc is in the house, and yeah, man, Adega. We got up your fantastic books over on Amazon. So if you want to tell anybody about that or anything else you want to talk about.
Here it is. I'm gonna send you something real quick on Twitter. As soon as I find it, just drop. There it is. Hard at work still. This may be something that I'm gonna have to have. I gotta check it first. Have Chris work on it again. But the books are doing well. You can see from the image that he had nothing but 5 stars. I think there was 1 4-star, but I have never had any criticism on my stuff. Everybody loves it.
Nice.
And for a while, it made me paranoid, thinking that people are just being nice to me. That is the end of the trilogy. That is the book number.
Oh, snap.
And you can see that is not human or droid eyeball there. This is a much bigger book, and actually it's a full novel. And yeah, it's a party, so it should be. When I do the hardcovers first round, I think I'm going to re-release them, but I'm going to pull off a lot of the fun stuff and then lower the price. These are the collectors for the hardbound, and my artist is doing a collage of different preliminary artwork and stuff that went into this, and it's going to be included. So as soon as that's done, a couple days, that will be released. But that's book 3. Expect it in a week or 2.
Oh, nice. That's what I'm talking about right here.
You're driving me nuts. I'm still behind a book or 2. Did you ever say what was going to happen with the Blood Witch? I know you were talking about maybe possibly looking at if you could do hardbound.
I can. I figured out how to do it. I did font size changes. There is at the back of it, there in certain areas where the fonts were wrong that caused issues. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fonts that I want, but do it as an image instead of actually having to try and have Google translate it. And then I'll have them pasted in as images for the fonts, and we'll go from there. But I got the size right, possibly waiting on, potentially hoping sincerely that there is a artist rendition of a sword that shows up in it. But yeah, it'll be coming soon enough.
Awesome.
Excellent. That's going to be great. What was that?
I said hint, hint.
Oh, yes. I know I still have to. Yes. That's it. Keep dropping me reminders because I've been all over the place.
Look at that. All those stars up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Beautiful, beautiful, man. Yeah, I definitely I gotta get that piece in for you.
5 stars on Revolution now too. I didn't know they were already starting to get reviews come in. There it is.
People love you, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Blood Witch got 5 stars. It's being read a lot on the Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, nice.
The nice thing about that is for the author, you can actually see how many pages they read, and it tells you if they get so far in a book or do they finish it, and people are finishing it over and over again. So it's just, it's a good thing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, didn't know that. So
Well,
excellent.
I bought the second book, so I'm waiting for we have a long drive to and from Destin, Florida in December, so I got both books.
Oh, cool.
Oh, excellent.
Have you started either one?
I read the first chapter of the first book, and then I'm one of those horrible people who take sleeping pills, take an Ambien to go to bed every night.
I'm not trying to pressure you.
But it's really funny because that means I've read the first chapter 4 times because you get retrograde amnesia, so you forget everything you did like 15 to 20 minutes before you fall asleep. So it's hysterical.
Oh my God.
Well, the ride doesn't end, so enjoy it.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Be careful. She's gonna wake up. She's like, "Who's next to me?" and start swinging. And then she's like, "Oh wait, I know who this is." And he's already got a block up.
They found me walking into walls like someone who can't navigate a video game.
Oh my God.
It's hysterical. Both the boys and my husband. There's like, oh my God, let's watch Mom look like an idiot for a bit, and then as soon as she's gonna hurt herself, then we wake her up. You know. So it's
now we know who the model is for Skyrim. Gotcha.
I'm not sure if that was directed at you, Adega.
Oh, I don't. No, a lot of people have said they wanted me to do it because some of my stuff, all of my stuff I put on my YouTube first. And that way I have it out in public and it's locked with dates and no one can steal the idea. Then I pull it when I get the actual Library of Congress, the copyrights in hand. So the reach is just about there too.
Yeah, because I caught you a couple of times on YouTube reading some excerpts, and yeah, they're fantastic. Fantastic.
People seem to like the way I read things, but I've never done it.
Yeah, I don't think it would hurt. I'd kind of prefer it that way. It could work endless, and but I mean, I did it with the Game of Thrones books. You know, I found some audio ones, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it. Just a thought, though. I know they've been pressuring Red to do the same because they just it's Red's voice. Everyone loves Red. So
right.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you ever decide to do audio books at any point, if you have a black female. Or any black character for that matter, Chris has to read it for you.
Oh, hell no! My name is Florida.
Well,
damn!
The main character from the books that's black, he's about 6'9" and has a very deep voice, so Chris couldn't do it. Sorry.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. And Parrot had sent me this one, calling someone Karen is boring.
Awesome.
Call them a cunt.
You know,
it just needs the pinky lift.
Cunt is such a marvelous word, but I still find that more women get irritated by the word twat than cunt.
Yeah, and don't forget gash.
Gash.
Well.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical.
You thought he was going to say cunt. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As a woman, it's really bizarre that the term moist actually more than cunt or bitch or twat, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
The only time I'm okay with moist is when it's actually like a nice piece of pastry, a cake. Because that cake was so moist.
Brownie.
That's the only time I'm okay with that. But yes, I agree. Otherwise, it's just it irritates me as well.
It's got to be the doctor in me, but when I hear twat, I think of infections.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, he's not wrong. Wait, you said infection, right?
Friggin' frog's gay.
Speaking of cunts, but anyway, yeah, no, we were doing sign out, so we're gonna jump over to Well, the Guinea Pig Collective, man. I mean, we were hanging out last night, man. So yeah, tell the good people, because if you haven't yet, go rewatch that one. That was fun.
Hey guys, you know me by now. You know that your fridge has already been emptied by the collective. We have already marched off with it. We've left you a whole bunch of jelly beans all over the place. And you know what? Praise candy corn. Praise it. The guinea pigs love it. They even have a candy corn bed. Stop giving candy corn a bad rap, you damn savages. Anyway, guys, we're still doing the shorts, still trying to figure out a way to get some regular videos up. Stop by, check out the shorts. Hopefully, we will get a few full-length regular video reviews of some of these awesome toys that I recently got in, including Mr. T, who I'll probably do a short on in a little while. And then I did pick up another horror figure, which the short will be going up later on for that one too, because we're in that Halloween month. And of course, since we're getting close to Pigoween, prepare for the pigs in their costumes, because it is coming. Guys, remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. And then you wind up being 3'3", being chased around in the woods by a guinea pig because you said something stupid. Later, y'all.
Thank you, Tommy. The only thing I disagree with you on is candy corn, but that's a whole other topic.
You savage!
You have to get the good stuff. The good candy corn is nice.
What was that?
Get the nice gourmet candy corn.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is another story altogether. I have tried.
Have you never had like the Starburst candy corn, and like they have all these different candy corns? They're like, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Stuff.
But since we do have a lady on panel, Tina Bojan. Again, don't walk in the walls. But yeah, tell the good folks where they could find you, and anything else you'd like to say.
Well, thanks to these wonderful gentlemen. I hang out with them most of the weekends. If I'm not on the panel, I'm in the channel, in the chat. I mean, Monday nights you can find me on Sporky News Podcast's House of the Dragon episode review, and then the rest of the week, like I said, in the chats or on Twitter at Tina Bojan. Thank you.
Hell yeah, excellent. Thank you, Tina. Always happy to have you here, and to get your input on stuff. And yeah, and I love your views too on some of the other things that you enjoy, and some of the things that we don't really enjoy, but you did, and we'll eventually get to that as well. Maybe we'll do it on a Sunday stream, but yeah, because I know that'll be a longer conversation. It's something about somebody who's green. Anyway, we do have super fan Adam Shawhan right here, and yeah, man, tell the good folks where they can find you. Anything else, bro?
You can find me in the chat usually, here, there, everywhere. No, tonight at 9:05 Eastern Standard Time. Find me on 8:05 rather. Boy, I am running late, aren't I? 8:05 Eastern Standard Time tonight on Clown World Review for Liars. Liars is back, boys and girls. It's coming back tonight.
Excellent.
Then Saturday night, E-Temple Coolian's place to be reviews for Saturday night's main event, which is 9:05, 9:35, somewhere around there. And of course, Vinnie Tartamello every Sunday for his chill streams. I'm either in the chat or on the panel, but I'm always somewhere lurking and working, baby. Mondays is the off day. I miss Tommy and the guinea pigs. I wish we could have the collectible past toy talks. I miss those, but I get happy because it was E-Temple Cooley's place to be reviews for, Monday night going in Raw. Yeah, so that's 8:35. Tuesday is Clown World Review for the Monday night retrospective, where we talk about the Monday Night Wars. Again, that's 8:05 every Tuesday. And then my channel, every Wednesday at 4:20 for Digital Distraction. Come join us. We have topics. We talk Andor on Double D because we enjoy it. Actually opened up this past week, had found a video from Brandon, plug your ears, Tina, Moist, and where he was talking about Star Wars and, where they did do good. And it was just an old video that popped up out of nowhere. And it was odd because we do enjoy Andor and talking about it. So yeah, anyway, and then from there it is Thursdays. I am on This Week in Bullshit with Justin Proper, and every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard on my channel here, we have Friday Fun with Friends. So yep, that's where I am. But again, I am everywhere. Pacific 414. I pop on his stream sometimes on Sundays. I always tweet and Facebook everything out. So finding me is pretty easy as long as you have those two evil platforms, as I do. That's where everything goes.
Beautiful, brother. Awesome, and yeah, go check him out. Give him support. Thank you, Adam, for being here. And again, Guinea Stone Pig. He said that Lasso has a new toy review out there. She has the American Werewolf figure from NECA. She's got that one up. Which again, I've been kind of waiting for this one, and here's the link in the chat right now. I'm putting out there. So yeah, if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Lasso. She's fantastic, great person. She's been on the channel a bunch of times. She's going to be coming back again. It's been a little bit of a rough time for her, but yeah, jump on this because again, we support great people here, and she is one of the better ones for sure. So yeah, excellent. She put this up 19 minutes ago. Oh, cool. Very cool. I'm going to take a look at this one when the stream is done. But in the meantime, folks, you could also support Shadow of the Kraken. My books ship immediately. Jump on them. You do not want to miss out on this. We're really close to 22,000 as well. So, yeah, if you guys want to give me some extra support, I'd appreciate that in a huge way. And you're going to be very happy because this is a fantastic series. Something I'm really proud of. Again, if you love pirates, you love some supernatural stuff, we got those elements in there. But I went more traditional. I wanted to really ground this story in the first issue. But you'll see at the end kind of where we're going. We got some big surprises, some other really cool stuff happening in there. An awesome villain, mysterious stuff. Again, a skull that's got a treasure map on it. You're going to find out more about that. We're going to get into more ominous things as well in this series. Yeah, so if you like dark stories and really cool stuff, and pirates, this is definitely the book for you. So jump on this. 52 pages, perfect bound, ships immediately. One more time, ships immediately. So yeah, there's no wait on any of my projects. I have 3 active campaigns, and yeah, you could jump on all this great stuff. And again, Halloween's right around the corner. It's right here. Another week.
Hollywood.
Brother, it's Hollywood Hogan. But we do have Through the Woods, an excellent ghost story. If you do have it, reread it. And enjoy the shit out of this one. I know there's a lot of people that are starting to reread this one again because it's perfect for Halloween. So you have the entire story here, 100 pages. Frankie Knows is the co-creator, co-writer on this one. And yeah, this is just a glorious book. So don't miss out on this.
Ripped off by Hollywood.
Say that again?
I said so good it was ripped off by Hollywood.
These sons of bitches, they love to try to rip off all of us. But I've had a number of projects that's another discussion. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. But if you want some excellent, original, fantastic, this is where you got to go. And yeah, man, I stepped it up on all the art duties on all these books because again, this is all me. Yeah, so don't miss out on that. And City of Venus, obviously, with the 2 art books. I got to change some of this stuff because this scrolling is taking forever. My bad, folks. But City of Venus is also available. So jump on this one. The 2 art books you could get as well. I am working on the sequel right now as we speak. It's in production. We have pages done. I have pages done. But yeah, also doing some freelance work at the moment as well. So yeah, you'll hear and see more of that great stuff coming up soon. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for being here. We'll be back on Sunday to have a longer conversation about a bunch of stuff. We might extend that Resident Evil talk as well. We'll see. If I don't get hit, we could definitely talk about it. Maybe show some more footage. But yeah, we'll find out after the stream. But at 8 o'clock, yes, head on over to Tony Tone Deaf's channel, Clown World Review. Much love, brother. Thank you for the super chats as well, everybody. Thank you for all the support all the time. You guys and girls are the best. And yeah, we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it fun. Yeah, don't don't take shit from anybody, and yeah, don't believe those fake motherfuckers out there, because that's what a whole bunch of them are. We keep it genuine, we keep it real, and we keep it fun. So on that lovely note, I guess we could do the which outro should we go with?
Probably guinea pig's fault.
Don't smoke all your crack at once.
We'll do Walter, because it's always fun anyway. There you go. All right, everyone, have a great night. See you soon.
Who's the fucking nihilist around here, you bunch of fucking crybabies? And I would like my undies, babe.
This guy's gonna hurt us, Walter?
No, Donnie. These men are cowards. Fuck you. Show me what you got, nihilist. You! Fuck you! Anti-Semite?